Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect Escapes. Today's beverage is a very fine rooibos or red bush tea. So welcome back to Prison Architect Escapes. This is a series where we attempt to break out facilities not made by me. This is Prisoner Ellison, prisoner number 24506-236, and this is the Glenburn Correctional Facility, I believe. As always, links will be in the description for this. And, well, truth be told, it's been a while since I've built a facility in Prison Architect, and even longer since we've done an escape attempt. So I thought I would slake my curiosity by having a look on the workshop to see what was available, and this was that. If you're not aware, this is the series where we basically try, as I said, to break out from different people's facilities, load them up for the first time and see what it has to offer, and then work out the most interesting and or most efficient way of getting out. So immediately a couple of things spring to mind. Firstly, we are a medium category inmate, and also we didn't come on the bus. That's a symbol I don't recognize, so okay, that might be some sort of mod. But anyway, we're going to have a look around and see what this has to offer. We've got various size cells here. There are 4x4 with nice comfy beds. You've got some art facilities, TVs, chairs, shower, toilet, etc. We've got a workshop down the bottom, which is always good because that allows us to escape. And, well, was this our cell here? Okay, and I'm also seeing the end of the map on the left. However, slight problem, we've got solitary on the left, we might see that. We've also got a staff-only area, and then water, and looks to be two full walls of, well, perimeter. The perimeter wall being one of the most problematic to deal with. This feels like it's outside, but it's also got lots of these sprinkler systems, so fire suppression is absolutely on point here. No, I think this is actually indoors. It's just very large. We've got many metal detectors, although we can go around them like so. We've got a canteen on the right. We're going to have a look around here. Ooh, that's looking really glitchy there, just where the textures are. Obviously, we've got door control systems, and okay, naturally, once we've tried to escape from this a few times, we will load up in the normal mode and see what it has to offer. And, well, I think the main takeaway is just how much power this thing is going to be generating, because we've already went through about 8 metal detectors to get to this point, and then it keeps going further. However, we do have a gymnasium and indeed a laundry, so 2 sources of rope, which are classed as a digging implement. We've also got a workshop here, so that's even more access to tools, although there is absolutely no way I'm going to be able to sneak through this area with tools, because I have a saw here, and although I might be able to get round... Oh no, look, there you go, I've just triggered the metal detector, so, well, that's not going to happen. Let me drop that, and immediately all of the inmates go and try to grab that. We will, however, also be searched. Looks like this guard here is coming towards us, and oh no, they're just going for some dinner. Okay, fair enough. And I've set the metal detector off again, even though I've got nothing on my person. Anyway, we also have a common room, a meeting room, looks to be a library, and a... Oh no, that could be a... Oh yeah, that's a library. This will be a mail room. Okay, so I think this is a fairly modern facility. I also noticed some line tiles as well. I want to say fairly modern. Obviously, there's not been any meaningful update for the game for quite some time. But yeah, what I mean is that it's not like a 2016 facility. Is this guy coming along to search us? And yes, they are. So, yes, boss, anything I can help you with? And the doggo is... silently judging there. A very well trained doggo indeed. And yeah, we've got nothing on us. Okay, we also have visitation here and a yard as well. Huge area that's staff only on the right. And oh, look at that, double fencing. Okay, fair enough. And I'm guessing, okay, I'm guessing that this is the main central staff-only area, well, staff and visitors, and up here is probably a different category of inmate, because on the right it shows we have medium-risk inmates, and then we have, well, supermax, so you got low, medium, high, supermax, protective custody, and the criminally insane. You can also have death row as well, but I don't know if that shows as the... I don't think that shows as a different... regime on the clock here, under the clock. So yeah, there we go. So this is the staff only area, and truth be told, I'm okay, I was actually gonna go through that and just have a little run around to do some explore. and also to farm some points. So it looks like the only real way of escaping, I think, is going to be via tunneling, unless I can just do a bit of a run out. The guards have tasers and I believe body armor. Looks to be some people are looking at what we're doing here, and I can understand that. Oh, it looks like we've got a doggo coming towards us. The doggo, by the way, is random here. The bow tie bandit, and oh, the dog cat dog is also after us as well. And well, we didn't get very far. So there you go. I will skip the punishments and then go back to our cell. Now we've not done anything meaningful in terms of our misbehavior, so yeah, there's nothing great there. It's not hugely patrolled and overstaffed by the look of it as well, which is useful. So, what I want to do is, I do want to escape via tunneling, which we do know there are dog units and such, but I'm not too worried about the surveillance part of it. So I'm going to get myself some points, because I'd like to get, this guy's teaching education, while I'm teaching myself some destruction and some boxing, or maybe disassembly and or some combat sports, if you prefer. And you can see someone's coming in, and we got tasered. Let me skip the punishments, but then use that to pick up, I've picked up strong, but I don't really need it, actually, now that I think of it. I want to go with very quick. I'm also going to need some level of swimming. Probably not very swimming, although I might as well farm the points. The thing is, I don't know what the policy is for the facility. That's one of the good things about loading this up into the escape mode first, because we don't know what that's going to be, which means we have to manage it as best we can. Let me just surrender here and skip punishments again and go for very swimming, and let's just go for, oh no, we can't get very swimming. I need a little bit more than that. And you know what? I probably can get it from here. I can probably smash that up, and then that, and then because I haven't done things with, you know, near any sort of yeah, there we go, any sort of guards, we can end the fight even though the CCTV is looking at us. So yes, I think we're going to go for a tunnel, and it's going to be there basically straight across. So we need very swimming because we've got water there, and then we've got 2 perimeter walls. This, I must actually know what, do I want to do that again, or do I go with just to try and run out the front? I'm going to go with the run out through the front door again, just to try it. Okay, that didn't work, Taze. I don't want to do it too much because this is quite a decent position for tunneling as it goes from this facility. If I was, say, placed here, then I would say that it's not going to work out. So we're going to do a tunneling attempt, and the way I'm going to do that is by going into, I'm going to go into the laundry and pick up the rope, and then I'm going to go into the gymnasium and also pick up the rope, and then I'm going to wait for this door to, actually I don't need to wait for the door to open because we can get through it. The problem is every time I go through the metal detectors like that, it will trigger, and well, it'll scan me. However, I've got nothing on my person that is metal, so it won't trigger unless it's an erroneous result, and that can happen. I don't know what the percentage chance of it is, but we have to go through several metal detectors. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to begin our tunnel. So, let's just crack on with it. I do anticipate getting detected by the doggos. We've seen 3 levels of doggo so far. We've got the I think it was a German Shepherd, or was it a Border Collie? Not sure. But then we had the bow tie bandit, and then the canine, the feline dog cat dog. And there we go, more tunneling straight across. I'm not going to mess around. We're just going to go straight to dig all the way to the left. There might be more walls that I can avoid, but there you go. And then because of where things are, we are fairly covered. Oh, so this is, oh, immediately detected. I think the dog detected that. Okay. Right, they detected that straight away. Straight away. Okay, well, we will be searched like this, but we've done nothing. Oh, no, I was going to say we've done nothing wrong. 12 hours. Let me skip punishments there. And, well, that is... It's yet to be fixed, but that's not a problem. All the guards now are going to search the entire thing, but we've already had our search, so I can freely go back and grab some more digging implements. Now, obviously, the guards are going to be on high alert now because, naturally, we've You know, we've technically had an escape attempt or a tunnel, and oh, there's nothing in there. Interesting. Okay, I will go into here then, and I look around for this, which is the. This is our. I managed to circumnavigate that. This is our wooden pickaxe, which doesn't trigger the metal detector. Let's also go into here. And I don't think the contraband has actually been spawned. No, it hasn't. So what I'll do, I like to pick some up and then get rid of it. Pick some up like this and get rid of it, because none of these are tradable or anything like that. So that's fine. I don't think we're going to find that there. Let me just go around. You can see because of the positions of those, I can actually go around it. And, well, I'm just going to have to hope that it's going to respawn sooner rather than later. Okay. Obviously, any misbehavior that we have could indeed trigger it moved from medium risk to high risk. You can see on the top right, it's now medium risk, protective custody, and supermax. Okay, so we're just going to have a little run around here. It's currently 12 PM. Looks like it's not spawning. Okay, there's a cleaning cupboard, which doesn't help us. That's apparently where all the janitors are having a meeting. There's the rope. Okay. I'm no longer hopeful as to an escape via tunneling. And it has been quite a while since I've done one of these, so who knows how effective it will be. So we go to start tunnel once again, and we dig. If it is detected again, which is highly probable, we will abort the mission and attempt an escape via an alternate method. Almost certainly it will be getting all of the tough and strong traits and trying to run out the front. So I'm just hoping that the only hope I have is that the tunnel was detected when I came out of the toilet rather than a dog. But I am just really clutching at straws here. So came out there, not yet been detected. Could very easily be detected. We'll come back through. Now, naturally... Oh. Who triggered that? Was that me? Or was it one of them? It is possible that that was me. Okay. I don't know what that symbol is above there. It might be... I don't know what mutators or mods are running on this. Not seeing any custom digging implements. No. I will have to wait for it to respawn. Don't mind me, everybody. Just getting a bit of free cardio in. Just what you want to do, run around in a room with metal flooring full of sharp, pointy objects. There we go. There is the pickaxe. And then naturally this won't have respawned. But it should have done in here. Straight away, there is the ropage. So the overstarched shirt, that is our digging implement. There you go, I managed to circumnavigate those. And you can do the same thing around here if you're careful, like that. Because there's a gap. The way to fix that is just put a couple of there you go. Couple of walls here and here. There you go. So back over. And obviously I don't have patrol routes on this one. Enter the tunnel. Run to the left. And then start a digging. Go max speed because it's just time now. And eventually we'll go into the water. So this is all outside apparently. I don't know what this is. Is this foundation or is this wall? No, this is open. The next one will be wall. Because this is solitary. Then it should be wall. Yep. And then it should be water after that. This isn't even the hard part. There's the water. So you're actually not tunneling through the water. That would be ice. What you're doing is tunneling under the water. But I've run out of breath and rope. Okay. So we'll come here. We'll wish for a bit of luck. Not detected. So the tunnel is here. So got a couple of bits of water, and then we got 2 levels of... Ugh, 2 levels of... 2 levels of perimeter wall. So I'm guessing another 12 ropes, maybe? So this is definitely one of those facilities that I guess you can escape via tunneling, but it will require a lot of time, and I think also a lot of luck. Now, this workshop here, fantastic for contraband, but we're going to have to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pairs of metal detectors in order to get out. So, obviously, that ain't going to happen. Because as soon as I trigger any one of these, like this, you try to get around. I can get around one, but that one can't. So this guard's after me. I'm going to stay here. Yes, boss. What's up, guard? No, I've got nothing on my person at all. No, nothing. Nothing at all. I don't know. It must be one of them faulty metal detectors. Did you get it from the discount store? Got a pound shop metal detector here. This would be impossible to escape from via tunneling if you had the mutator on, where the metal detector takes 5 times the amount of power, but also detects all forms of contraband. And even with the inbuilt... I think there's an inbuilt... Oh, hang on, why are these coming here? Is it... Oh, no, they're going to bag that up, yes. Even with the inbuilt error, let's say it was 10%. Well, I don't know what it is. 10%, 5%, 20%. There can't be 25%. The chances of getting through are just, yeah, slim to none. There might be a cooldown on it. You see that there? So I can say, trigger that and trigger that. But then I go back and it's gone through. Yeah, I think there's like a couple of seconds cooldown on it. Okay. So it is 7 PM and I'm just looking around for the pickaxe, so we'll pick that up, and I'll have to be careful going through here. I have to be aware that obviously anything I do when it comes to this metal detectors, you know, I can trigger this. So I want to make sure that that wasn't me, that one. Good. I want to make sure I'm not near guards, because if it triggers, even though it's a false one, they will search us. And if they find any of this contraband, they'll then search our cell, and it just goes from there. Okay, you can see the schedule on the right there. It's low, medium, high, and supermax, and protective custody. And then there's also... sorry, no, that's program/free time. That is criminally insane. Okay, so we go into the water, swimming away. Tunneling in the water is just the same as tunneling under standard foundations, or is it just open? No, it's not open. Open is just a couple of hits. So this is where it's going to take a lot of time. Luckily, I don't have... Oh, we're actually... Oh, hang on. I thought that was perimeter wall. It's not. That is, though. Alright, okay. I guess you can't have everything. So I was going to say, the advantage that we have is that obviously there's nothing that can go on that water to detect it. Like the doggos ain't swimming across that. I thought that was perimeter wall, but it's just a wall. Maybe even a fence, actually. This one, however, I think is perimeter. But that is good. That is a advantage to us. I'm going to assume, perhaps wrongly, that the nighttime, well, the sleep time will begin at 10. I will have a run around to see if there's anything else I can gather. I can get the rope from here, which I will. And I'll come... Oh, hang on. Right, I think, yeah. I was going to say, I thought I'd triggered that metal detector, and I had. So the detector's been detectorated. What I'm going to do, though, is quickly run up and grab this rope like that. So the guard mustn't have seen me fling the rope on the ground. I mean, it's just a towel after all. Why? Why on earth would the guard be interested in a towel? It's just a discarded towel. And then someone will have been in charge of going to get that. I managed to pick it up in time. So it's something you can do. Discard the item that you're carrying. Oh, we've got a bit of weather coming in. It's something that you can do. So max speed this out. I'm hoping this is in the perimeter wall, but I think it is. I might as well burn through this digging item before the evening. The problem is it's coming close to 10, which I think is when we will get, well, basically, it's a sleep schedule, which means the guards will be coming to, no, it's shower/lockup. Okay, so we'll come out here. And because it's shower lockup, there's nothing I can do. I'm just in our cells. Okay, fine. So, what have we done so far? Well, we've tried to... Oh, what's happening here? Oh, right, the guy was coming to let us out. Oh, no! No! The tunnel went so far. Look at that. Oh, it's been detected by the dog, probably. I don't think there's not been a search in here. But the dog's detected it. Look how far it went as well. And I can't skip the punishments because it's 12 hours and I've got no rep points, which means I just have to sit here and wait. And, oh, where are we being brought now? If they put us in this solitary... Oh, there you go. Look, there's the flag to say the dog has detected it. Okay. Well, we can safely say that didn't work. I now have 12 hours of punishment. And I can't skip it. Okay. We're still not out of it yet, but I am going to assume, and I'm going to make the claim that we are not escaping via tunneling. There may be an escape via other methods. Maybe running out the front is the only viable option. I do not know. What I do know is I'm going to skip ahead until that punishment has ended, because otherwise we're sitting here and doing nothing. Okay, let's do that. And there we go. There's 12 minutes of my life I'm not going to get back. Actually, it's longer than that because on normal speed, it seems to be not exactly a second a minute in game. So, yeah, either way, we have now been put in a different cell. You can see this marker is a bit different. So, are we going to get a different uniform? Are we going to be escorted elsewhere? I think both of those will be true. So this time, we'll have to see what we're going to do for the escape. Actually, it looks like it's going to be... Oh, I don't know where we're going to go. Either way, we're going there right now. We're going to have to get some more points for a start because I always like rep points to skip punishments. That's one of the reasons why you often are best to harvest a couple of ones just for the sake of skipping those punishments there, because otherwise, unless you just walk away and do something else in my case, it was go ahead and paint some wings of a demon prince for 40k. Yeah, I don't know what else you're supposed to do other than just sit there and stare at the screen. I think the screensaver almost came on. Pipes would have been more interesting. Anyway, oh, we're gonna get put in the holding cell because of course we are. After that, we'll then be escorted perhaps somewhere else. If we're not escorted somewhere else, this is going to be the end of this escape attempt because, well, yeah, we won't be able to break out of this one unless I can run through a few doors. We'll have to see what's going to happen. So we're brought over to here, and yeah, this is our life now. Although we have gleaned some decent information. We know where all of the stuff only area is. We know there's got forestry up here for tools, and we are probably close to the front door. So I'm going to break that, and I'm going to try and break some things. I already want to get some points. There's 2 points there, and then what I want to do is hide, and then I want to end the fight. There we go. So I've gained myself a point or two. Let's go for... I mean, let's go for a break in there, and then that's actually give us, again, 2 points. So that's alright. So I'm just going to keep hitting this until it breaks, and there's been no guard coming towards us yet. There we go, end of fight, which means I can now pick up, say, skilled fighter and deadly. So that's all good. And I can actually go into the... is this the... Yes, this is the reception. And you can see all of the guys coming in to repair this one. So... we're not too far from the front door. I think with a bit of luck we might be able to get out the front, but because I didn't come in via the bus, I actually don't know what there is over there. Okay, let me break a few more. Oh, right, okay, looks like we are going to be escorted to the front now. Okay. Sorry, no, we're going to be escorted to the back. So what I'll do is I'll wait for... doesn't matter. I was going to say I'm going to run and see if we can do that. But no, I'm going to have to skip punishment. And we're back into here. So... there's no way that we're going to be able to break out via tunneling from here. We've tried it twice, and on both occasions we were discovered. So what I want to do is, well, I'm going to choose violence. So I'm going to farm as many points as I can to get all of the traits I can, which is going to give us things like extremely strong, extremely tough, deadly, etc. So we'll skip those, and then I'll go with... extremely everything, and you can see all of the guards are coming in here to search our cells. So because of our choices now, we are almost certainly going to be put into a higher classification, because if we hit and take somebody out because of, well, things like the deadly and skilled fighter and such, it could prove problematic. There's a doggo coming in, and, well, we will naturally defend ourselves against said doggo, which is... what dog is that? A husky? I think so. Either way, you can see all of the guards have fired their taser at me, and it has either missed or hit us, and it's not done anything. So I can pick up things like, there we go, I've managed to take out, not on purpose, oh, there's also the doggo gone, one of the guards there, and every time I hit them, there is a chance of them dropping things. So after that, we have managed to gain, well, all of the points that we need. So we're now extremely everything. Strong, tough, deadly, quick, instigator, skilled fighter, and swimmer. And, well, because of that, I'm going to basically say that we can try and get out through the front door. Actually, I wonder if there's a better way of doing it. Let's go over to visitation and see if I can pick anything from here. So I'm going to run around, and oh, there is a cell phone. That's not going to help, but I can break this visitor booth like so, and then through that, and then also you see, keep on hitting this door here. There is a guard coming towards us. I do need to take out the doggo, because the doggos are the things that will take us out sooner rather than later. By the way, I've not seen... oh, I'll have to skip the punishment. I've not seen any armed guards in here, so I don't think there's actually any in the facility. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and run back over to here, because I don't think that would have... oh, no, it has actually been repaired. Okay. So what you tend to do is look around, and you can pick things up. Oh, there is a lighter, which is useful because I can set fire to things. And what that means is, well, basically... oh, okay. Apparently that is fairly deadly. That is also fairly deadly too. Oh, too much fire suppression in here. This facility has got really, really good fire suppression. Good for it, anyway. So I'm going to break this. I'm also going to break through here. And you can see the lines there on the right. That indicates that we have some Oh, there's a taser that hasn't worked. That indicates that we got... Oh, no, there's an armed guard. We have an armed guard. Okay, well, I'm going to fight them. And eventually they will probably pull out their shotgun. They haven't. However, I can get... No! So close. I was going to say, I can be armed, which I was, with a shotgun, and also get a set of keys. And keys are the ones that I want the most, because that allows us to open every single door in the game, because it is the guard keys. Let's go in here. And, well, try this again. So I'm going to break through here. I don't think there's a set of keys in... I don't think there's a set of keys on any of the, say, guys here. No. And let's get the lighter. Because the lighter will allow me to set fire to things. Like here. Oh, there's a doggo coming through. It's a very quick doggo. Oh, good grief. That was... was that... Yeah, it's one of the cyber dogs. Okay. One of the tech pack dogs. Alright, this is becoming an exceptionally difficult prison to escape from. Basically, I'm going to need a set of keys. Actually, there's another thing I haven't tried. I haven't tried just jumping out over this. Now, this is a fence. Fences you can climb over if you've got some level of strength. And it is important, and you are fighting. And escape mode's also on. So if escape mode's not on, I can't climb over this. And there you go. I can't climb over it. I also pressed space because I'm used to pressing space to jump. Which is not what I meant to do there. Okay. Let me go back. Let me see if I can get out over that. I think... I don't think I can. I think that was just a case of me trying. Now, we did give ourselves, back in the full series of these escapes, the option to turn on escape mode, because naturally we are escaping. So you hit that, and then yeah, I can't jump over it. So escape mode is not turned on. So in standard then, if you were playing the normal mode for this, the normal building mode, you wouldn't be able to... Well, there'd be no one escaping. So, yeah. This is parole. I'm trying to find an area where it's... Oh, good grief. Not very well accessed. Oh, well, that didn't work out. I was going to and basically take over a key, get a key from a guard. And you saw I hit that guard there. Didn't even damage them. They did a full 180 no-scope and, well, hit me with a taser. So, there's that. But maybe it's this way now. So this guy's got a taser anymore. So I'm going to pick up their... I'm going to pick up their baton. And I'm going to take them out, including the 2 sets of... Wow, okay. This is becoming an exceptionally difficult prison to escape from. I've said before that every single prison in the game is it's possible to escape from it. They are all escapable. But it depends how much time and effort you're going to put in them. Any time. It's the dogs that are causing us the issue. Okay, let me steal this lighter. Set fire to that. And set fire to all of this. And then the dog's coming in again. I can't actually set fire to this for some reason. There's the dog coming in. And I will try and take the doggo out. Not using the lighter because that's just not working. Oh! Oh! Right, another dog coming in. Taser does not work on doggo. Can confirm. It did not work at all. However, I can take out the guard. Right, I've taken out the guard, and I have got a set of keys, and I can end the fight. That is important. Right. So I'm going to... the keys. Oh, look at that. This dog is all arcing and sparking. What I need to do is break through here and then end the fight. Why? I can just jump through here. Okay. Now from this point on... Oh, no! I was going to say, I don't know where I'm going. Because I've not been in that area. Okay, this... I'm still going to attempt a few more escapes here, but I do think that this is going to be a failure. I still think coming through here is the way forward. Because it's only a little bit of a break there, and then we're out up through this area. And then through visitation. Okay, this is looking good. Then we've got another staff-only area, and then more visitors, which I can get through here. Loads of security. Oh, hang on. Now this is more hopeful. Now we're back to where we originally started. We're tased. But we got a bit further, didn't we? Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep on that attempt. Although, truth be told, I think just running out this front door is much more efficient. Yeah. And just doing it that way, yeah, but there's too much dog. Too much canine. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna have another little run out the front. See, the dog's after us. I managed to walk past that dog and hit it, and they didn't do anything. We just have to hope that we can get past the tasers. And the dogs, this is looking a bit more hopeful. Front door. Main door, dog. Oh, look at that! It's open as well! Ooh, okay. This is not... If this is a successful escape, which it could still go either way here, honestly, it's going to come down to luck. Look at all the dogs. There's no point in trying to get through there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 canine units. 7. And I missed the window anyway. Okay. Come on. Someone open the door. There we go. And then we run. And we just lunge, lunge. Doggo coming in. Try and take them out. Yeah. Sometimes the dogs just hit you a couple of times and then that's it. You go, all right. I am going to have a couple more attempts, but then I think we may have to call this a bad job. Breakthrough here. I still think this has been the most successful. And this door is not coming off the hinges. And I can end the fight, but it's not going to help. And I don't know what's down the bottom. I don't know if there's anywhere. I'm gonna have a recce. Oh, there's another guard. Just go around and get tased again. I don't know if going down there is the way forward, but I'm gonna try it. One advantage we have, we've certainly got enough points now to skip any punishments that may occur. What about just down here and walking out? Well, not that way. That didn't work. Oh, and we're stuck in the door. And oh, yeah, there's no way we're getting through that. Actually, there was. For a second there, it looks like nobody's going to bother stopping us. All right. I mean, I can't go to the left, just for clarification. There's no way I can do that, because that wouldn't take us anywhere. Right, I'm going to wait for this dog to go past, and then I'm going to quickly go through, because that's now fixed. And then tase it again. It's the tasers and the dogs that have stopped us. In fact, I would say that if this didn't have dogs, we would have been out a long time ago. Look at that bow tie bandit. We didn't even get 4 or 5 tiles before we were taken out. Yeah, if it didn't have dogs, we would have been able to tunnel out. Now, there's a couple of other ways you can get out. You can do a taser teleport. You go to the edge, you get tasered, you get teleported through. I would think that's a... And I think it's universally accepted as being exploitation of unintended game mechanics. Yeah. I'm going to... Can you sweep up further along? That's brilliant. Right, let's go away from that guard. Can I go this way? I might be able to. But tase it again. I'm double checking to see if I've got the right amount of traits, because it just feels like I'm not tanking the tasers. I mean, I am going through past like an armory here. Oh, this is good. Right, this is a bit different, isn't it? There's water here, but I'm able to go all the way around. Now, this normally you think it's actually not bad because you're in this area. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Ah, this is the problem. You can make it into here. But where'd you go from this point? Hang on. Has the door slammed on my face? Yes, it has. So where'd you go from here? Because this doesn't help. If I had climbing, if the escape... Right. If the escape mode was on, you are allowed to go over fences, I would get out there, but it's not turned on. Okay. However, getting there means that it is indeed possible to get out via that. Okay. I would say that with that... Oh, hang on. Hang on. We might just get... I'm going to start running across here. I'm not going to start running across here, actually, because I don't know what's on the other side. On the other side here, there might be another wall. And if that is the case, then it won't help me. However, I know... No, there we go. We got out. Prisoner Ellison. Victims. 1 worker, 3 guards, 1 armed guard, 1 inmate, and 4 doggos. Different kind of doggos. Total score, 120. 1 day, 15 hours and 36 minutes. It felt a lot longer. Let's load into the standard mode and check it out in there to see maybe if there was a better way of doing it. Let's do that now. Okay, so loading it up, we do have some mod differences. It says Firing Squad Execution and Death Row Letter. I do not know what those mods are, but I haven't got them. Consider recruiting some of our more mischievous prisoners with a tracking belt. So this is the facility, and we were originally positioned in this area here. We managed to tunnel to there before the dogs detected us, and then we got to there before the dogs detected the tunnel. Let's go over to our deployment and patrols, and oh, interesting. So there's lots of patrol routes set in these areas, but no one actually assigned to it. Similarly for deployment. This area is all set to medium sec, and we did expect other areas set to be a different category, and indeed they are. We've got a minimum sec above us, we've got a max sec on the top right, then the bottom was super max as well. So the way we managed to escape... Oh, we also did some fighting around here. And we ran through the centre. And through between protective custody and this supermax area. Originally as well, the holding cell was a good one. And we managed to get to about here. However, the way we managed to escape eventually was out from our new cell. Here. Up and around. Through this area, through the double doors, which are staff doors, which are blue, all the way to the end, and then we ran. Running all the way along into the power room. We then got to here, and this is where the fence is. If you've got some level, if you've got escape mode on, which this wasn't, what I mean by that is if you go to extras and to map settings, escape plans enables more escape options for prisoners. They will now attempt to climb over your walls when trying to escape. If that is turned on, you can go over fences if you have some level of strength. We obviously had level of strength. We had very strength. But it didn't help because that mode wasn't on. But we got there, and I would say that would have been successful anyway. We could have jumped over that. Similarly, yeah, we probably could have got... No, we wouldn't have jumped over here. Actually, if that was on, we could have jumped over this fence, and then you can climb on the walls. And then we could jump over and do it that way. That would have been another way. Basically, if escape mode was on, shockingly, it would have been a lot easier to escape. More news at 11. Anyway, we then got to here. We went, oh no, and then ran up, and then around, and then through, and then down. Across this area, you can see we have it completely open. Naturally, in the first instance, the way to make it secure, put a wall around here. That would have made it a lot more secure. Change this to a perimeter wall. Sure. If you wanted to, have armed guards. Indeed, a sniper here. A sniper here at the front would have made this pretty much impossible to escape from. Tunneling. I do think you can escape via tunneling, but it's just a case of luck and time. What you could probably have done is get the items. So let's go to intelligence and dangers. We can see lots of things we can pick up from here, from the workshop. There's actually a forestry here, but we don't have access to it, do we not? No, it's staff only. So that's nice, though. That's a nice supporting room for all of the wood to then go to the workshop. But anyway, yes, we could have got all of these items. So the ropes, even though that doesn't show in the laundry there, but there is a rope from the laundry, rope from the gymnasium, and then stash them in all of these areas here. So get a stash of, say, 10 or 12, and then do the tunneling in pretty much one go. I still think it would have been problematic. Total inmates capacity is 128, and of that you've got minimum, medium, maximum, protective, supermax, and death row. And it's profitable. Guards-wise, there's 76 regular guards, 10 armed guards, and 20 dogs. It felt like there's a lot more. But yeah, there we go. Not bad. If we were in the low risk, we would have had access to about the same amount of contraband. Actually, probably more. Let's have a look at deployment. Because there's a laundry there and 2 workshops. So 2 sets of the homemade pickaxes and the laundry. There isn't a gymnasium though, is there not? I don't know if there is a gymnasium. And what about from here? This is also, look at that. We've got a, what is that? Restaurant and a bakery. What are the dangers from that? What a surprise. Everything. Including a whisk. We have done an escape before when we've only, I can't mouse over, but there it is there. We've escaped only using a whisk because it's classed as a digging implement. But again, trying to get it through these metal detectors. Yeah, overall a pretty secure facility. We just got out mainly because of luck, truth be told. But it's been a fun one. Been enjoyed coming back and looking at a different design, and hope you have too. Let me know what you think in the comments, not just about the design, but also if you want to see more of these escape attempts using various designs. If you have any ideas for which designs, or whether it just be a random one on Steam Workshop, etc., then by all means let me know. Yeah, have enjoyed that one. Let me know what you think in the comments, and as always, hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.